This is the Fuji X-T4, and it's my new baby. For a couple decades, I was a Canon girl. I did keep a few of my Canon lenses because they're just glorious, and I can use them with this little adapter. But today I'm going to show you my new camera and some of my new lenses, and we're going to go to the coast for a little adventure. So what prompted this change? Well, if you're here, I'm assuming you found me because you were searching for people who switched from Canon to Fuji, or you just wanted to see what certain lenses or the Fuji X-T4 could do. I did the same thing before I switched. I binged watched so many videos, but for me, it came down to performance and user experience. I used to use the Canon 6D Mark II. Being a full-frame sensor camera, of course, it's very heavy. It can do a lot of amazing things. But for a long time, I have been wanting to get some lighter gear, and I could have gone with a mirrorless Canon or the Sonys, all the really popular stuff out there. But here's the thing. I started out photography using film. My film cameras are still sitting on my shelf, and sometimes I take them out and play with them. But I miss that user experience. And last year I had the chance to try an X-T3. When I thought about the possibility of switching to Fuji, it was a little intimidating, but I knew that I could teach myself to use any camera. So I just started comparing sizes, prices, capabilities, all the usual things. And I quickly realized that Fuji is one of the few modern cameras out there that offers really great quality images, 4K, 60 FPS video, all the things I wanted, but with more of a film experience. They even have film simulation settings so that your JPEGs look like film straight out of the camera. It's magical. I've only had the camera for a couple short weeks now, but I'm already head over heels in love. I'm so happy with my decision, and that's the main reason I wanted to make this video, because I was one of those people that was on the fence for so long, and I really wondered how the Fuji could compare to a full-frame sensor camera like the old Canon that I had. But I did have to kind of laugh at myself because one of the first Fuji lenses I bought is the giant 50 to 140 millimeter f2.8. I have been wanting a long zoom lens for a very long time, and this one just checked off all the boxes of what I wanted. The other lens I bought is the teeny tiny little 23 millimeter f2, and seeing them side by side is just hilarious. It does have a tripod mount on the actual lens because it's so front heavy, you gotta mount it right there. But I am gonna try handheld. There is image stabilization, and I just kind of want to see what it's capable of and really test it out. All right, I'm going to record so you guys can see. So image stabilization is turned on in the lens. Currently, I'm zoomed all the way out, and now I'm going to zoom in on this bird over here. It is very windy, so it's really challenging. Okay, there we are. We're zoomed all the way in. Waves. There's a bird. Oh man, this is difficult. A tripod would make life so much easier, but you are currently on my tripod. Now let's do some photos. Currently just obsessed with abstract nature photos. The waves are kind of small now, so it's not quite as exciting. love These little rivulets in the sand. Okay, this lens is so freaking fast. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. The sun is coming out and there's a whole big patch of seagulls down here. So you have to kind of sneak up. I'm like holding my breath, trying to capture this. Okay. In my next video, I will take you to the beautiful Glencoe, Scotland, which is one of the coolest places I've ever been. And of course, I brought along all my new Fuji gear to test out. So make sure you subscribe before you go, and I'll see you then.